Hello everyone, this is Bab speaking from Babkin Studios. So we are making this devlog for all the upcoming indie developers that may be looking to release their game for the Steam Next Fest or in general on Steam. Now we're going to share our experience in different vlogs which will be compiled into one singular vlog of how we did throughout the Steam Next Fest. So for right now, we just ended day one of our 2026 Steam Next Fest, and this is all that happened throughout the entire event with us, and we would love to share it with you. So again, anyone who's here for the first time and anyone who has checked or wishlisted our game, which is called Kuromaku, it's a psychological thriller, and yeah, but do check it out on Steam. Link will be in the description below if you do plan to check it out. We will say our demo might be a little bit lacklusting, and we will get into that as well on why demos, if they're important or not. So yeah, let's begin. So our day began with the moment Steam Next Fest started. We actually were messaging, going in different Twitch streamers chat, and we were, first obviously we were having a nice time bonding with them. We wanted to see if they are the right content creators for our game, if they're the right type of people, they're not douchebags and whatnot. I'm sorry if I'm saying the word douchebags, I don't mean any disrespect, but I have definitely came across a lot of really bad streamers that were not helping out indie devs in any way or so form. But generally 99% of the time we came across one of the best content creators and Twitch streamers we could. So on our first day, we emailed/messaged approximately around 33 streamers that were trying out the Steam Next Fest games during that time. And a couple of them did reach out to us. They did play the demo. We will say our demo did not perform very good on the day one of Steam Next Fest, which apparently I thought that it won't have any errors or any bugs or of some sort, but I was faced with the bugs right in front of my eyes, and that kind of really disheartened me, especially if you're going to Steam Next Fest and you want to make a good impression instead of a bad one. So again, I will say it's very tough to handle that kind of pressure on point when you see hundreds of people seeing your game being played by streamers, and well, it's not looking as it was supposed to look like. So again, I will now address the issue. Our demo only had 2 months of development time with only 5% of our budget. Since we were originally planning on only releasing the main game, we didn't really have any plans for the demo. And we later also changed it from the demo to being more of a prologue, meaning it's not a demo of the main game, it's actually a prologue, kind of like a backstory into getting into the main game. So we did change that. And yeah, obviously the expectations were high from people across the platforms on seeing the Steam page, the trailers and the screenshots, them checking out our social medias and all. It did really hurt us in a way that yes, we should have worked on our demo better. So what I would recommend for you new indie devs or any devs at all, do work on your demo. Give it time, because if the demo is good, people will recommend it to other people. If they see some demos, like for example mine, again, I will be honest about that. My main game has my heart. I have been working on it for a year. Unfortunately, our demo did not receive the same love from our side, so it did end up failing in that way. But we take complete 100% honesty about it, that yes, we did fail, and so we want to let you guys know that do work on your demo. You should definitely work on your demos. Demos are very, very important. And as for how many wishlists did we start off Steam Next Fest? Well, we came into Steam Next Fest with 800 wishlists to our name. And day one, with all the advertising that we could do, we ended it with almost 200, making us reach almost 1,000 wish lists across the day one of Steam Next Fest, which I would take is an amazing accomplishment for any dev. Getting wish lists, even if it's 5, you should take it. It's, you should not take it for granted. You should be happy that you're getting wish lists, and that should be your main concern. Now, of course, with me, we are hoping on getting more wish lists, and that's why we're going to be trying for the day 2. I will say, if you're a new indie dev, the first 2 days of marketing during Steam Next Fest is the most important, because afterwards, the Steam data actually starts promoting the games which are already doing very good, instead of giving new games some clout in return. So I will say, work hard for your first day and your second day. I did not sleep at all for 24 hours. I think I took like 3 hours break, but that was it. I was constantly posting, mailing, clipping, posting. Just mainly advertise it as much as you can. Go on your TikTok, make a TikTok account, make an Instagram account, make a Twitter account. Just make accounts, post it. It's more about the quantity in the beginning. And once you see that you're getting the quantity you want, you start and switch to quality. You don't post that much, you post rarely, but make it so that it's impactful. And one more thing that small new devs might not be doing is posting announcements on their Steam page. If you're facing an error, if you're reaching a certain milestone, you should definitely celebrate that and post it on your Steam page, because that shows to the player base that yes, you do interact with your audience. So do that if you are planning on participating in the next Steam Fest. I hope this one helps you. So that was day 1, and I'll see you on day 2. So, hi everyone. It's officially day 7 of the Steam Next Fest. Now, so much has happened in these past few days that I cannot describe how I'm feeling. Like, honestly, it's been a roller coaster, man. So, what happened for our game, for our Steam Next Fest, is initially we had a demo. And as I have already emphasized a lot on the fact that our demo was very, very shortly handled. We only had 2 months to work on it in comparison to our main game. And because of that, we did receive a lot of feedback. We asked a lot of people that I don't feel confident in my demo. Should I remove it? Should I change it? And ultimately, I made the decision to remove the demo. Not because it's bad. I mean, it is certainly not the best. But the problem was that it, to us, looked very bad. Not that as in, I don't know if I'm confusing you guys or not, but what I'm trying to say is basically it wasn't good enough to my expectation. And that's the only sole reason I had to remove it. As for feedback from streamers all across the world, we contacted a lot of them. We mailed a lot of them as well. I think we reached approximately 111 streamers, out of which, there's a lot who reacted. A lot of us, I tried my best as a solo developer to reach out and do as much as I could. And at the end of the day, we got approximately 30 reactions from our Steam page and demo. Positive ones, obviously. There were 3 negative reactions that we got. I'll speak on the negatives if you guys want me to. That's what negative impressions we got from few certain streamers. I'll maybe talk about that in the end of the video. But yeah, and there were basically the rest of them just said mail us. We mailed them. We haven't gotten some replies. We have gotten some replies. That's all I will say. And overall, man, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna show you guys my chart. And here, let's have a look. So the first one is views over time, and this is for the most recent week. We entered Steam Next Fest, and as you can see, upon entering, we had like straight away, just a jump in on February 23rd and February 24th. And after that, it started going downhill, and I'll tell you the reason why. So Wednesday and Thursday seem to often be not that exciting for a lot of people. They're not checking out games because it's Wednesday and Thursday. It's considered the middle of the week. No one is playing games except streamers and people who have free time. So we can accept the Wednesday and Thursday part. But that's when another thing happened on Friday. See, that's why I was worried. It's because with Resident Evil releasing, not many people were checking out horror or thriller games besides Resident Evil. And I feel like because of that, we did get a little bit overshadowed by the big company. Again, I don't want to, make excuses for my game. It's also like we removed our demo on Thursday, so that's likely why our sales for Friday were questionable, to say the least. But towards the end of the week, Saturday, and right now as it is, Sunday's about to be over. I think it's over already for some countries, but as it's reaching its course, we are seeing it going just slightly above. That's all I can say. I hope it's a good change. I hope everything's gonna go smoothly with the Steam Next Fest ending. And with that, let's move on to the impressions page, which is when a person clicks on your page to check it out. His views are counted as in they're seeing your sales page on the Steam board and they're like, oh, that looks nice. Yeah, let's go on to the next game. The impression one, as you can see, boom, here. Let me just, so it kind of looks the same like the views one, except now in the impressions one, our impressions after Tuesday and maybe Wednesday have been stable. It's just same in going in a line, meaning it's not getting more, not getting less, it's stuck. And again, I think we have only our demo to blame for that. I mean, probably me, because I'm the one who removed the demo. Because usually what happens is people see this, like our game pop up on the view page, on the Steam page, and they're like, oh, looks interesting from the first look. Do they have a demo? And then they click your capsule, basically, to see if they can install the demo. But, since it doesn't show any install demo option on the view page, people are like, oh, it doesn't have a demo? Yeah, no worries, I'll check it out later. That's what basically happens. And, I mean, again, I will say this is for people who are planning on participating in Steam Next Fest. Obviously, 99% have a demo. Some people might suggest you don't have a demo. I will suggest have a demo. People love when their games have demo so that they can get an experience of what the main game is going to be like. In our case, we did not have time. If we had time 100%, we would have had a proper demo for everyone to check out. But since removing the demo, we do have a prologue, which was originally the demo, in a video format on our YouTube channel, which you can check out. And so you get the idea of what the demo was, like. In case you are interested in the demo, you can check out the link in the description below. And let's move on to the wish list now, shall we? All right, so we have our daily wish list actions. Now, as you can see, our graph straight away goes up. The moment February 23rd happened, it went skyrocketing. And you can see the graph going so up. And we actually got a lot of wish lists, as you can see. And as the days went by, you can see the decline and decline. And right now it's sitting above averaging, I think, 10 wish lists a day. Again, I will say, not having a demo and not having any proper time to make caps or hire artists at all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm broke. All right, I'm sorry to say this, I'm broke. I hope you are not. I hope when you're making your game, you have a little bit of budget. All I had was $10. All right, and honestly, I will say that I wish this was a hobby for me to not care too much, but sadly, it's not a hobby. It's my first work, and I dropped out of college to work on making games, good games, because I was really inspired by Chilazard and Fears to Fathom and a lot of indie games out there. And so again, I will accept these wish lists that I got from Steam Next Fest. It's not the best, it's not what I hoped for. We had an expectation that I'm gonna skyrocket and get at least 2,000 plus wish lists or something. Sadly, that's not the case, but I'll accept what I get. And the thing is, this is not the end of the world, I will say. So we do have some streamers who's going to be playing our game when it releases, so I hope that also bumps up our wish lists and maybe more people actually start buying the game, and yeah, again, we could have done so much better. And that's the thing though, you learn from your first Steam Next Fest so that you can plan more for the future. And I hope you're taking some kind of new information from this Steam Next Fest for your upcoming game. And as for the one good thing that did happen was our lifetime wishlist actions. Now, lifetime wishlist action suggest how we have been getting wishlisted in comparison to previously. Previously, we were not getting that many wish lists per day, per month, per week, and they accumulated it. And as of right now, the way we are getting wish lists is much higher in comparison to our previous time when we used to get wish listed. So that's a very plus point in our eyes. We appreciate that we're getting more wish lists than we used to. And I hope this bar keeps on going up and doesn't stop. So I'm really happy for that and grateful. And for any of those people who were lovely enough to check out our game on our Steam page, we are really appreciative of you. I cannot describe how much happy it makes me that you checked out my game. So sorry that there's no demo. I'm really sorry for that. And yeah, man, I hope you get an idea of what Steam Next Fest is, and I hope you're ready for your next one. As for when our game is releasing, it's actually releasing on 20th March 2026. So if you are interested in checking it out, be sure to check it out in the link in the description below. Again, I won't be promoting it on this YouTube channel. I just want players and people to get more information on how Steam Next Fest works. And I will just say, contact streamers, mail streamers. Streamers are an amazing way of communicating with people. And I feel like if you're doing that job correctly, you should easily get a lot of wish lists. So I think that's the right point to end my video. And before I go, I will say I will talk about the negative reviews, because I want to be honest. So if you guys are here for the negative reviews, be sure to sit down. If you're not, there's nothing more I'm going to say extra in this negative reviews part about what you should do for Steam Next Fest and how I did for Steam Next Fest. I've already covered that part. So for those who don't want to sit down for the negative reviews, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you checking out this video and our Steam page. It really means a lot to us. And as for the negative reviews, one of the negative reviews was that we were banned for saying, "Hi, we're Bab Game Studios, how are you doing?" And then we said, I think, "Are you by any chance interested in horror or thriller games?" And we got banned. So I mean, that was our first negative review that we got from a streamer. Again, I won't be naming any of them. No hate to them. They're just trying to protect their community from people who are self-promoting, rigorously 24/7. So the next feedback we got that was negative was that we ended up crashing a streamer's PC. We made them lag. Our demo was making them crash out and everything, and we are truly sorry for that our demo was not that polished. We truly are. I hope our main game is much more polished for them. And then finally, the one that actually pushed us in the right direction. It was a negative review that we needed to hear, which was they insulted our games very, very much. They basically screamed at us that, no, this is the worst game, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to get into what all they said. It was very deep hitting. But what it did was it made us, be stronger and work harder on our game. And I'm sure you guys will see that when it releases. So yeah, those are the negative reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, again, do not mind the negative reviews. They're just to make you, work harder. They're just motivation. So if someone's saying something negative about your game, don't take it to heart. I know it's very hard to listen to it. Trust me, I was having the most hardest time listening to those negative reviews. But yeah, don't take it to heart. Just work hard. At the end of the day, that's all you can do. If you feel like your demo or your main game is not ready, do not release it. All right? You can delay it. There's no hurry. Unless you're serious like me and you're stuck in this position where you need to release a game to make money. Well, then in case you should hurry up and make it and work on it harder. So that's it for today's video. Hope you take any lessons from this, and I'll see you guys when the game releases. And peace.